Hi, my name is Vincent Shin, and I want to show myself to speak. I'm speaking English practice, and I want to show develop my speaking language skill and ability, and I will share my progress to improve and motivate Korean or any people to study English. So today is the first day, and I'm going to read this book. I know many people know this book, The Fault in Our Stars. John Green wrote this, and this book is made the movie Hazel Grace, or I don't know exactly, but um, I will read this book from the page 85. Let's start. 85. Do you ever throw them away? I asked him. One of the many benefits of not smoking is that packs of cigarettes last forever. He answered. I've had this one for almost a year. A few of them are broken near the filters, but I think this pack could easily get me to my 18th birthday. He had a filter between his fingers, then put it in his mouth. So okay, he said. Okay, name some things. Name some things that you never see in Indianapolis. Skinny others, I said. He laughed. Good, keep going. Beach, family-owned restaurants, topogo- to- topography, all excellent examples of things we lack. Also culture. Yeah, we are a bit short on culture, I said, finally realizing where he was taking me. Are we going to the museum? In a manner of speaking? Oh, are we going to that park or whatever? Gus looked a bit deflated. Yes, we are going to that park or whatever, he said. You figured it out, haven't you? Figured what out? Nothing. There was this park behind the museum where a bunch of artists had made big sculptures. I'd heard about it, but had never visited. We drove past the museum and parked right next to this basketball court filled with huge blue and red steel arcs that imagine the path of a bouncing ball. We walked down what passes for a hill in Indianapolis to this clearing where kids were climbing all over this huge oversized skeleton sculpture. The bones were each about waist high, and the thigh bone was longer than me. It looked like a child's drawing of a skeleton rising up out of the ground. My shoulder hurt. I worried the I worried the cancer had spread from my lungs. I imagined the tumor me- metasta- be- metastasizing into my own bones, boring holes into my skeleton. A slithering ill of insidious intent. Funky bones, Augustus said, created by Joab van Leishout. Lieshout. Sounds Dutch. He is, Gus said. So is Rick Smith. So are tulips. Gus stopped in the middle of the clearing with the bones right in front of us and slipped his backpack off one shoulder, then the other. He unzipped it, producing an orange blanket or pink of orange juice and some sandwiches wrapped in plastic wrap with the crusts cut off. What's with all the orange? I asked, still not wanting to let myself imagine that all this would lead to Amsterdam. National color of the Netherlands. Of course, you remember William of Orange and everything. He wasn't on the GAD test. I smiled, trying to contain my excitement. Sandwich? He asked. Let me guess, I said. Dutch cheese and tomato. The tomatoes are from Mexico. Sorry. You're always such a disappointment, Augustus. Couldn't you have at least gotten orange tomatoes? He laughed, and we ate our sandwiches in silence, watching the kids play on the sculpture. I couldn't very well ask him about it, so I just sat there surrounded by Dutchness, feeling awkward and hopeful. In the distance, soaked in the unblemished sunlight so rare and precious in our hometown, a gaggle of kids made the skeleton into a playground, jumping back and forth among the prosthetic bars. Two things I love about this sculpture, Augustus said. He was holding the unlit cigarette between his fingers, flicking at it as if to get rid of the ash. He placed it back in his mouth. First, the bones are just far enough apart that if you're a kid, you cannot resist the urge to jump between them. Like you just have to jump from rib cage to skull. Which means that, second, the sculpture essentially forces children to play on bones. The symbolic resonances are endless. Hazel Grace. You do love symbols, I said, hoping to steer the conversation back toward the many symbols of the Netherlands at our picnic. Okay, I cut my reading at the page 87, and I will keep reading this book until not end, but I will try to read many articles, include this book and other books. What I have many English books and many news or articles. What I love to read and show you guys. And okay, my first day is done. See you next. Bye bye.